Hello and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast. My name is Sophie and I talk about all things K-pop. I've been a fan of K-pop for about 4.5 years, since the end of February 2021. And I've been doing this podcast since, pretty much the same time, February 2024, so about a year and a half. 16 months, I think I calculated yesterday. Yeah, so I'm recording this on Monday, and this is going out, I believe, next Tuesday, which is the 15th. So you're probably thinking to yourself, okay. And you're probably also thinking to yourself, what is this concept that we are talking about? So this is actually quite funny. So ChatGPT is so obviously, being Gen Z, I talk to ChatGPT. No, it's just a bit of funny. I only ever use personally ChatGPT for like asking questions, like very random philosophical questions, and also questions about AI too, which kind of gets a bit meta as well. I also chat to it about K-pop and stuff. Like it's just casual thingies, and you could have your own feelings about like AI and stuff, and whether or not it's bad for the world and stuff. And yeah, credence to you on those feelings. You can have those ones, but personally for me, I do enjoy kind of just asking it like little questions here and there every so often and stuff, or like we just randomly get onto weird topics of conversation, and it brought up which idols would eat cold beans, and I was like, you know what, that actually sounds like fun. You know what, I want to do that. And so we got talking about ATEEZ, which, if you don't know, is the group behind K-Hot Chili Peppers. Spicy. God, what's that song called? Bouncy. I was like, spicy? It's not spicy. Bouncy. So yeah, I decided to do these to begin with. So when I say beans, I mean like the baked beans that you get. I don't know if I know that America has like barbecue flavored baked beans, but when I say baked beans, I mean like Heinz, the classic baked beans that you get on like a jacket potato, or you eat on toast. Beans on toast. But so like beans on toast, hot beans are like really, really good. This is such a weird concept. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. But for anyone who doesn't eat beans regularly, cold beans are vile. Hot beans are okay. If I had to actually sit down and think about it, beans are a very weird food, but we eat them. And 0 is obviously absolutely not, we're not touching that. And number 10 is actually the cold beans are actually quite good. I'm going to give explanations as to why I think this way. And obviously it's only like the only reason I give these numbers and I can assign these numbers to these people is because of what I think of the idols. You can think completely differently. The idols themselves can think completely differently. This is just for funsies, nothing to be taken too seriously. But it's going to be like a funny little series, I think. So without further ado, we are going to just start with Mingi, and I have given him a number 9 because I feel like Mingi just kind of is a bit odd, and like he would like cold beans. He would appreciate the disgusting nature that is haricot beans. Which, if you don't know, is actually like I didn't know that, but like obviously there's different types of beans, and like Heinz beans. What sort of beans are Heinz beans? I would assume they would all be the same. I'm on Ocado. It just says beans. That doesn't help me. I'm pretty sure it is Sainsbury's. Give me Sainsbury's. Do me a solid, Sainsbury's. Not helping. Haricot. So yeah, that's what beans they use for it. So strange. But I feel like you'd eat it and like particularly enjoy it because I'm pretty sure on the video of them trying American snacks, they all kind of like them, especially Mingy. But like he's just on like a different plane of like we like odd things. He's strange, but not on like a plane of strange of the other members, I don't know. And also at number 9 we have Yun Ho, because I feel like he would just be happy eating anything, and he would just be okay with it. He's with Mingy and he's holding Mingy's hand and it's like, yeah, we're going to get through the beans together. You know, didn't they go to the same dance school? Yeah. I love how I like feel like I remember these things and then I get hesitant about it and I'm scared in case I say the wrong things. But yeah, no, they went to the same dance school together. They auditioned for KQ at different times and then they ended up on the same group. Like, they're in it together. And Yun-ho likes the beans too. Next we have is Jung-ho. And he is number 0 because he's got to think of his throat. He's got to think of his singing ability. And he doesn't want to think about, and he doesn't want to have to remember that he ate cold beans. So he's not going to do it. He's just like, I ain't touching that shit. It's nasty. Which, like, fair enough. I agree. Next we have is number 7 with San. San at number 7. Because he wants to support Mingy and he wants to one up Woo Young. Which, I mean, does give away Woo Young. His is below 7. But like, San just, it was actually him and Hongjun. They ate fish and chips together with the Korean Englishman, I think. Yeah. On like the Jolly YouTube channel, and he actually surprisingly liked it. And oh my god, so fish fingers, fish in general, fish chips and beans with a little bit of cheese. Oh my lord, that is top level of just chaos and delectable English cuisine. Like, I can't explain why it is so good because it has a lot of things where you're like, why? Because the beans sometimes can make the chips soggy, right? And the beans also make the fish batter soggy. So ordinarily you would be like, why is everything soggy when it's meant to be like crisp fish and chips? So good. But like the beans just like soak into it all and just make it like really nice and juicy, which again, very, very strange. But if you try it, it's actually pretty good. But then also we do have bangers and mash, like potato, a mashed potato with like sausages, and also we have gravy, which is animals, water animals. I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, so we have a lot of like different things kind of going on. Also, curry sauce. Again, strange. Curry sauce with fish and chips, but maybe not with beans. You can also have curry sauce on a jack potato, and you can have curry sauce and gravy on your fish and chips, but you can't have curry sauce on bangers and mash. That would be weird. I'm saying that when I've literally just probably described like the most disgusting thing by pairing of foods together. For everyone who's listening who's not from England, they're probably like, what? This sounds disgusting. Like, yeah, it does, doesn't it? So, Woo Young, he's number 5. Because I feel like even though Woo Young has a level of chaos within him, don't think it's like chaos on a different path. He'd be like curry sauce on bangers and mash, not cold beans, you know? He's just too good for the beans. He isn't wacky enough, you know? In like the nicest way possible. He isn't to that extreme. He just doesn't want to have the coldness. Yeah. I'm just reminding myself of all the times I've had to eat cold beans. Not because of not because my parents don't cook them, mind you, they are already cooked. And you can actually eat them cold, straight out of the can. I'm just saying that I've obviously kind of sometimes I'll go to the toilet during a meal, like if I'm out or something, and the beans go cold and stuff. So I've had to eat them, and it isn't like explicitly disgusting, but when it's like stone cold, when it's like room temperature cold, and like it's gone to the edge of the plate, so it's had a lot of time just to sit there. Oh my god. Yeah, just nasty, bro. Just nasty. And I feel like William would just kind of accept that and be like, actually, I'm not going down the disgusting bean rabbit hole today. And our two oldest members, Hongjun, Sunghwa, I put both of them as 0 because I feel like, firstly, I feel like Hongjun would just be absolutely disgusted by it and make a whole scene about how he's not going to eat the beans and how he agrees with Jongho and that like he just wants to hide behind Jongho and just not eat them. And Songhwa, I feel like because he's the mum of the group, he's able to kind of be like, actually, I'm okay. I'll just let the kids do it. And he's just inside, just kind of dying. He's like, no, absolutely not. I can't even think about beans in that capacity. And lastly, we have Yasang. I put him at number 10 because I feel like he's just odd in the right way. They're all got their quirks, but I feel like Yasang, he would kind of just try it and actually be like, you know what? This is okay. Like, this is alright. Also, another weird, like, combination that I've just remembered from school, actually, is that we'd have, like, a main meal, like a proper home-cooked meal in, like, the canteen area of, like, hot food. Then we'd have, like, jacket potatoes, and you could have, like, beans or cheese or, some sort of sauce thing. Or you could have salad, like a salad. They had, like, a salad bar. Or you could have pasta and pizza. And for some reason, my friend, who I don't talk to anymore, we didn't fall out or anything, it was just, time. She would always have beans on her pasta, and sometimes she'd even have cheese on the beans and pasta. And I just couldn't do it. I could never, I could never do it to myself. Yeah. I'd have like beans on jacket potato and stuff because that was nice. I'd have it at home as well. But just the idea of it being on pasta makes me feel a little bit sick inside. It's not right. It's just not it. No, I don't like it. Absolutely not. But yeah, no, Yasung, I feel like he would enjoy it somewhat. And like he'd probably get laughed at by Woo Young for actually enjoying it. I don't know. But yeah, that has been my ranking of who in ATEEZ would enjoy eating cold beans. Or really just beans in general. You. Yeah. Thank you as always for listening to my absolute chaos that is my podcast. I think maybe for like during the week of my birthday, I'm like pre-warning you now, just in case you're like, where's the episode? So on the week kind of the 25th, so on my actual birthday, and then on the 29th of August, there won't be any episodes on those 2 days, just to kind of give myself a bit of a break to just try and think of different episodes to do that aren't, analysing if K-pop idols eat beans and stuff. I just, the idea just popped into my head, so I was like, okay, fair. Yeah, no, I'll update you on like the following week what happened on my birthday, because no doubt chaos will ensue, because, it always does. But yeah, thank you as always for listening, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon with more beans. Bye.